And you need that, of course, on corner kicks. So look at Dante Washington, who got the second goal tonight way back in the 21st minute.
Odera working overtime in the center of the defense for Atlanta. Has had a good match in spite of the score.
Alvarez now in the throw-in. Odera again heads it away. Stepping up is Knott. Oh, my goodness. Kevin Knott. Looking for his second of the goal.
About 45 yards, and he hit a rope. Really well-struck ball.
Almost experienced the joy of the sixth goal right there. Finger now to Alvarez. Alvarez. Goal kick coming up for Hancock.
Getting to be target practice out here. They're just winding up and taking shots. Get back that shot by Kevin Knott. Really well-struck ball that time. He has been an outstanding player, Kevin Knott. Look at that, about 40 yards out, maybe 45, and he misses getting a 6 by just a little bit. Hancock has to react. Kevin Knott, a great role model, is a very good college player, but not a guy that everybody was looking for. Don't even think he was drafted. He just stays around, does his job, works hard, doesn't argue. He's a great example to young players and a person that these youth in Virginia Beach can really emulate.
Dante Washington slowed by Mbemba and fouled. A free kick for Virginia Beach. I would venture to say probably the Mariners' biggest crowd of the season so far, and hopefully that some of the folks watching in the Virginia area have enjoyed what they've seen tonight, because this is a team that is certainly worthy and deserving of even more support.
And I think they'll be back for more after what they've seen tonight.
David Stokes. Odera at the back. Atlanta still a chance to redeem themselves this weekend with Richmond on Sunday. And it's a Silverbacks team that coming off a very nice win over Toronto 4-2. And they really just have to put this one in their rear view mirror and leave it on this side of Virginia and move on to Richmond, because it's a Silverbacks team that has shown some flashes of promise this season. But again, I think you said it well, Richard, earlier, just timing wrong for them to face a Virginia Beach team that was hungry for a win and have to face them on the road. Moore. Dave Moore now coming up that left side. Luna. Headed back to Larson, he'll handle it. And that's the other part that they've tried tonight, but it just hasn't happened to any degree of success, getting the backs involved on the flanks for Atlanta, because they needed to find some answer with Carlos Parra, their very talented midfielder, out with the flu.
The organization of the Mariner defense is excellent. Give a lot of credit to Sean McDonald and Mark Simpson, the assistant coach, former goalkeeper in Major League Soccer with DC United. They've got the defense well organized. With the experience of Dan Buskey and Mahoney, they're not going to give away that many goals. You're going to really have to earn a score against Virginia Beach.
Now, John Barry Newsom and Matt Cozier thought they had something together there, but it didn't work out. Instead, Joe Larson trying to finish this off for a shutout in his column. It's such an important game for Virginia Beach, because they beat Charleston, qualified for the U.S. Open Cup, but even with that kind of success, they found themselves behind Charleston in the standings after only getting 1 point in the last 3 matches.
What happens sometimes, you have that really big victory and it's just hard to sustain it. It's a long season and you're going to have your ups and downs, and nobody runs the table, and at least nobody that I'm aware of. And the important thing, I think, is Sean McDonald decided that he was going to stay with what's working, and Silva he's trying to figure out what will work at this particular time. But Sean McDonald, he told us earlier in the week, he said, we're doing well, we're fine, we have to get a result. It's an important game tonight, and even though it go down as a one-sided victory at the end, it gets them on the right track. They know that what they're doing works, and that's really important. Sean McDonald deserves a lot of credit for keeping the faith in his team.
Well, I wrote down the quote. He said his team, the Virginia Beach Mariners, controlling tempo but not capitalizing. Tonight, they've capitalized.
Controlled tempo throughout this match. Boy, have they capitalized.
To the tune of 5 goals. We look at David Stokes, promising young player that, as we mentioned, with DC United. Again, that's the beauty of A-League soccer. You're going to see some stars you've seen before in Major League Soccer playing here, and also you're going to see stars of the future, especially playing in the United Soccer Leagues.
There are some players out here tonight that I think some Major League soccer teams could certainly take a look at. Guys like Jeff Billick, he's got to be able to help somebody anywhere. He's helping the Mariners a great deal by what he does. David Stokes, a star on the rise. Fingers had an excellent game.
Ozimic, the field goal, but not the goal he was looking for, but well taken if it was in the other football.
And another player you want to look at, a player here is very impressive. We haven't seen much of him tonight, is Gary Brooks, who can come off the bench. As you said, his leading scorer last year, that was a different season, and he's fit in his role very well, and he gives him that added dimension, getting a man coming on in the late stages and adding speed to go against tired defenses. That's what Gary Brooks adds to the equation on his part.
Waiting moments of this match, a match that has belonged to Virginia Beach, and a match that Dave Moore in Atlanta will like to forget as we look at Gary Brooks, who Richard was just talking about.
Well, on that side, David Moore, the South Carolina player, he's a product of a very good system that Mark Burson has at South Carolina. He's worked hard, and he's shown well for himself, filling in for Power. Doesn't have the attacking prowess, but he's very, very hard-working and ambitious in the middle of the park.
Great program Mark Burson has at South Carolina. And the tackle there by Barton on Dante Washington, and a card to Josh Barton, a yellow card. Virginia Beach was actually campaigning for a red card.
Roy Lassiter probably feels he should be arrested for that one, the way he demonstrated. This was a hard foul. There's no point in taking a guy down here. 5-0 in the game. Silly to do that. Dante Washington gives up his body, and he gets beaten up. Barton should have just contained him in that situation. Yellow card is probably justified.
Our USL man of the match with 2 goals, Pato, Roland, Aguilera. And you might argue pivotal goals. He had the 3rd and 4th goals of the night, on their way to 5. Virginia Beach Mariners, they win tonight. There's the whistle. Virginia Beach getting the full 3 points tonight. Virginia Beach 5, Atlanta 0 the final. We're coming back to Virginia Beach. Quarter moon, but a full result tonight. Virginia Beach defeating the Atlanta Silverbacks. Our final score tonight, 5-0. And in the second half, 54th minute, Richard, Roland Aguilera.
Aguilera, just a magical game today. Look at this. He fakes the shot, gets Hancock out of position, drills it in for the 4th goal of the game. Pretty much puts it away at the start of the second half.
And just about another minute later, well, Virginia Beach would add to their scoring total.
And only appropriate, the man who adds the scoring total is Lassiter. He's been on the guy distributing throughout most of the game, but the ball played in by Kevin Knott, dummied by Dante Washington, and Lassiter, what he does so well is get on the end of balls. Again, the dummy by Washington, and Lassiter tucks it away for the 5th goal of the match. That's why he set records in MLS.
Indeed, that putting it away tonight for the Virginia Beach Mariners as they get a very important 3 points. They win tonight 5-0. In fact, we take a look at what's coming up for the Atlanta Silverbacks specifically as they try to rebound from this loss tonight. Indeed, they have to rebound in a hurry as they take on Richmond on June 8th. And again, the Silverbacks staying on the road, so it's very much a Virginia trip for them. Now, of course, Virginia Beach busy, and also coming up on Fox Sports World, Pittsburgh and Montreal next week. And we'll be back here on the 27th of June for the derby, if you will, between the Richmond Kickers and Virginia Beach Mariners. Our final score tonight, again, from the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. The Virginia Beach Mariners defeat the Atlanta Silverbacks 5-0. 2 goals tonight from our USL man of the match, Roland Aguilera. For Richard Broad, I'm Dave Johnson. Have a wonderful weekend, and thanks for watching the USL on Fox.